You must like keeping people on their toes, Sagittarius, because it looks like you've done a total 180 here, and despite the odds, you're feeling pretty great about it. Hello there, Sagittarius. Welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon, and I will be guiding you through today's reading. This is going to be a timeless reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or wherever Sagittarius falls in your chart. Let's see what's going on with Sag. The heart of your reading, we have Sun energy. Some of you might be dealing with a Leo. Most of you are just experiencing this opening up of possibilities. Things that you hadn't noticed before or hadn't been available to you before are now ripe for the picking, so to speak. And you kind of have your choice of what direction you want to head. There's a few different things that look exciting to you at the moment. And it has this energy of feeling new and special and exciting. So what's the challenge for Sagittarius? We have two cards. The Knight of Pentacles reversed fell face up. The Four of Pentacles reversed fell face down. There's a little bit of, a little bit of separation from these two energies. I feel like there are individual things coming through. The Knight of Pentacles reversed tells me that you may have already been going down a path and you feel like you're stopping something midway through. You're not seeing it through to the end because these array of new opportunities have just presented themselves, and you're more excited and intrigued by the shiny new opportunities than the path that you were going down. So there's a bit of a challenge for you in accepting that for yourself or explaining it to other people involved that you don't want to finish the path that you were on before. Now we also have the Four of Pentacles reversed, which means not holding on to something, or not letting something hold on to you. So okay, it actually makes sense. I feel like with those energies combined, more so than I was originally thinking, because, or let me say, it kind of makes sense now that I'm saying that. Where the Four of Pentacles reversed is representative of external circumstances or people who may have wanted to kind of hold you to that original plan or commitment. And this Knight of Pentacles is you. So it's you and other people both presenting challenges with the fact that you're more excited and intrigued by moving in a new direction now than you are sticking to the plan. Let's see, what are you focused on? What is Sagittarius focused on? What has their attention? Ace of Wands reversed, Six of Pentacles reversed. You're focused on what you don't want. You're focused on maybe the concept of losing your desire for something that you were working toward. The Six of Pentacles reversed adds another facet to that energy, though, in that maybe there's someone expecting you to give in that scenario, and you just don't want to give anymore. It's like you want to get out of a contribution that's expected from you that you had committed to. Now, some of you, it might be a little bit different with that Six of Pentacles reversed, where you're losing passion and excitement for a certain thing because someone else isn't providing what you need. Someone who was supposed to contribute in a certain way, and you can't do your part of walking that path without them coming through and providing what they were supposed to provide. In the recent past, it's interesting, we have a lot of like two cards coming for one position, so for that reason I feel like there's a little bit of duality going on, maybe some Gemini energy. because that's like duality energy, the twins. So in the recent past, we have the World and the Four of Wands. You may have attended an event that felt like a big culmination to you. Like, it put everything that came before it solidly into the past, and it feels like you're embarking on a new future now. Why is this all happening? From your higher self point of view, from your spirit teams and guides, another 2 cards. You guys, this is uncanny. From the perspective of your higher self and your spirit team, this is all happening to bring you in alignment with your true soul's purpose and what you're wishing for, because you were meant to stop going down the path that you were on. You weren't meant to be on it. It's saying that very clearly. There's no other way that I feel like my way of reading tarot. This is quite clear. The Star card and the Two of Wands reversed. There's something on your soul's journey that you would have missed had you gone down that path, so you're being redirected. I think that's actually, that's interesting, because the way that these other energies have been coming through, it feels like an exciting energy. It feels like you're pumped about it. And most of the time when a redirect comes from spirit, we as humans tend to experience that as challenging, as a disappointment. But you're taking it in stride, and almost like it feels right, it feels inevitable. Yes, you're probably facing some challenge in how you're going to implement this new... I don't know if you're starting a new path right away, or if you're just ending the first one, but the new way of thinking, the new idea. Nevertheless, it's intriguing to you and exciting. What comes next in this story for Sagittarius? I was gonna say 1 card this time, but it was actually 2. All right, we have the Lovers and the Queen of Swords in reverse. This is not soliciting any advice, not listening to anyone's opinions, maybe going against the advice or opinions of other people who feel like they have a say in the situation, but you are making a choice in love or about something that you love that feels very positive to you as you're doing it. In a very cliche, like Hallmark movie sort of way, this is very much like leaving someone at the altar, like building up to a wedding day, and you're there and you decide that's not the path I want to go down. It just doesn't feel right. And then feeling the sense of relief, like you're doing the right thing by calling it off. And like there's all that fallout from other people and the person that you were meant to marry, but then realizing that it's playing out the way that it's supposed to. Like, you're definitely the protagonist in this story. I mean, not that everyone isn't always the protagonist of their own story, but it may seem to other people like you're going against the grain, but you're very much in the flow. Your surprise energy is the Three of Pentacles. Well, if you are dealing in romance, the surprise energy may be that there's a third party involved. That's the literal interpretation, I would say, in this context. But in a greater kind of zoomed out way, it could surprise you that whatever it is that you have to contribute to the world is very well received, lauded, and that it kind of puts you in an upper echelon, a higher degree of being valued by others for what you have to offer, because it works really well with other people's offerings in a way that kind of elevates everything. This is the energy of like being welcomed into a team of people at the top of their game. But if you are in that first boat, that, pardon me for saying it this way, but cliche, because it is kind of, you know, the stuff of Hallmark movie fodder, right? But coming to a milestone in a relationship, and that being the moment when you just realize that it's not how you truly feel. You move in another direction and boom, there's another person there available as a surprise in this instance. I do think that's a surprise to you. Maybe someone that you hadn't pursued but would be a great fit for you kind of actually falls into your lap the moment that you're single. They express an attraction or a desire to explore things where they hadn't before. Who knows? You have the sun energy at the heart of your reading, so the possibilities are endless. And another one with 2 cards. You guys. Your hopes and fears, we have the Moon in reverse and the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. You hope that there's no big surprises and nothing scary lurking in the shadows of this path that you're about to go down. As you either stop investing where you have been investing, or you cash out and leave in some way. Like, this could be splitting up resources, selling a house and dividing assets. It could be like cashing out your 401k and leaving a job. But this has to do with like harvest energy, or just you stop tending the crops and you leave them to wither. Like you disregard the investment and walk away from it. So that's both what you want and what you're currently concerned about. It has a lot of uncertainty surrounding that energy. Do you know what else I want to say is that now that you're in the sun energy, your fear is the moon energy going away. So for those of you who have been keeping secrets and enjoying your time in the shadows, so to speak, away from prying eyes and doing things without other people noticing, I think that it has you concerned of those things coming to light, your secrets coming out. So we may be telling that story as well. How does this energy turn out? Where are we headed based on Sagittarius' current trajectory? 4 of Swords in reverse. Usually I feel this as ending a period of healing and withdrawal. So that may come into play, but moreover what I'm getting is skipping that step, like not experiencing it. It's the absence of the wallowing or crying in bed or being just heartache energy or some sort of reason that you might otherwise expect in this situation to be withdrawn from the world. You're very much in that sun energy. Like I said, like, it's weird or unusual, I would say, in context. I don't know, like I said before, I won't repeat myself, but you're oddly positive. And I think that Four of Swords is just underscoring the fact that you're not going to go through the stereotypical expectation of moping around, because you're just not feeling that way. It's not true to how you feel. What advice do we have for Sag? Magician in reverse. And Strength in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Okay. This tells me that you're meant to kind of give in to your weaker instincts, so to speak. You don't always have to be strong. Sometimes you can let yourself do the thing that's easy, do the thing that feels good in the moment. And you have the tools to do so. It looks like you're meant to be a little selfish with it. I would definitely stop short of manipulating other people, where this Magician in reverse can tend to go in that direction. Because if you embrace these powers that you hold, if you go too far with it, you can harm other people. So definitely watch out for that. Don't cross any of those lines, because you may regret it down the line. But there's some sort of letting loose and being selfish and using the tools that are available to you that you're meant to do. It's your advice from Spirit. So pick up the tools that are in front of you and use them. I'm going to pull an oracle card for you if you would like to meditate on these energies as you consider this reading. Excuse me. We have from the moon cycle deck, we have the waxing gibbous stage 2 and the energy of fear in the reverse. So when fear creeps up, recognize that this is just a phase that you're moving through, that the energies are growing and transforming, and you're transforming along with them. Change is always a little bit scary. So if you go with the flow and you stay true to your heart here, you can move through the fear, feel the fear, and do it anyway. All right, Sagittarius, I hope this helped. I hope that you experience these new opportunities in a positive way and without causing any major shakeups to the other people around you. Take care, have a great week, and I will see you back next time.